Tall trees began around about 10 years ago. My long-term partners and I were contemplating a site over in Roachdale, and when we looked at that we thought, okay, well perhaps some version of a rental model might work there in the retirement industry. That's what the industry stalwarts suggested to us at the time. We took a close look at that, and Alan and I, who've been partners now for 23 years, sat down and thought, well, from a social and moral point of view, we think that we could do better than what was around. So what we did was we took a close look at the institutional end of the industry and also the retirement end of the industry, and worked very hard to come up with a model that really we bounced off our parents and asked them, well look, you know, in a perfect world, what would you want? And I can vividly remember my mum saying to me, I can tell you what I don't want, Phil. I don't want my independence taken away. You know, I don't want to be told what to do. I want to be able to bring Honey with me, Honey's mum's dog. I want the grandkids to be able to stay. I want all of those things. And look, I'm smart enough to know that at a certain point I'll need care, and I want that there too. But I can't see that at the moment. I can't get that. And by the way, I like the idea of it being my home. So I want all of those things. So we went away and we talked about that, Alan and I and Peter, and went, you know what, we can do this better than what's available now. At least we can offer something different. And that's where Tall Trees was born. So we got together and had a good close look at that, and decided what we needed to do was to build all of those things in that our mums basically told us. And if we can do that in a way where we wrap all of the things that our parents wanted without encroaching on their lifestyle, then we'd be on a winner. And that's where it began. So 10 years down the track, we have 5 Tall Trees care communities. Our residents in our communities have total control of their lives. They have their own homes with fully appointed kitchens, very nice large living spaces, fully operational laundry, balconies, all the things you'd expect to have in your own home. The big difference with us is it's not just about having your own home, it's about having all that care that you need when you need it, without it being in your face, but knowing that it's there 24/7, at the drop of a hat, at a call, at a press of a button. When you can combine the care that people need in a community with the appointments, the luxury, the home that they want, then you've got something that's very special, and our residents absolutely love it. And for us and our residents, the journey continues. In our way of thinking, and certainly after speaking again to our parents, it's so important that couples never split up. It doesn't matter what level of care they need. It's also important that there is no need to move again. And at Tall Trees, our residents never have to move, doesn't matter what level of care they need. And we can provide care, for example, to a couple where one of the couple might be low care and the other might be high care. From our point of view, we take that care into the person's home, which is exactly how they want it. It's exactly how Mum said she wanted it, and that's how we provide it. So now we've got about 235 residents and we have 135 staff. So, you know, whatever level of care people need, we can provide that. Financial security is very important to our residents, and over the years we've learnt to be very flexible and work with our residents, and we always find a solution to allow them to become part of the Tall Trees family. And one of the beauties of, I guess, being flexible and that being appreciated is that our residents really don't have to consider bonds and aged care facilities later, because once they move in at Tall Trees, we have all the care that they need. They never have to move out. So we feel very privileged to be working with the generation that we work with, our Tall Trees, our pillars of the community. We're talking about the people that, you know, built the Sydney Harbour Bridge. They did the hydroelectric scheme down at the Snowy River. They even went to war for us. It's a very special generation, and it's wonderful to be working with them. We take it very seriously. Peter, Alan and I, we often sit down and we take a good look at what we can do with all things at Tall Trees to improve what we deliver to our residents. And I guess the litmus test is we take a good close at everything, bearing in mind what our mums say to us. And certainly if it's not good enough for our mums, then it's just not good enough.